All right, welcome to class for today. By now I'm sure you've figured out that I am not there, so we still do have some work to do. I didn't want to miss the entire week in getting your resumes finished and getting some other work done. So what I'm asking you to do today is several things. Number one, you should have had someone come in and have you sign an attendance sheet so we knew who was there today. And she should have also passed back resumes. So if you turned one in, you've got a marked up resume that you can go through and make corrections. If you have questions on those corrections, let me know and I will help you out with those. So as far as your resumes, I wanted to go over what the expectation is and when those are going to be due. Your resumes, the actual assignment requires that you update your resume and you create a cover letter. And then you will email your resume as a PDF document to me at carol.mormon@cincinnatistate.edu, and your cover letter will be the body of the email. So I'm going to show you how to do that so that you've got it done correctly. So you guys all have your resumes, and on your resume, what you should have done is you should have saved it as a file someplace that you can get it and you can work on it. So I'm going to go ahead and save it to my desktop just so that I know where it is and can get to it quickly. When you name your resume, what you're going to do is you're going to use your name and then you are going to call it resume. This way someone can download your resume, they know what it is and they know whose it is. So then I'm going to hit save, and now you'll notice the file name is now that. Once you've made all your corrections and you've got it the way that you want it to be, what you're going to do is you're going to save it as a PDF. So you're going to go back under File. You've got Save as Adobe PDF, or you could go Save As and save it as a PDF that way. I'm going to go ahead and go to Save As, and again I'm going to save it to my desktop. The way that you can do this is Save as Type. When you go down to Save as Type, you find PDF. And you'll notice that the file name stays the same. So if you don't change that, it's going to stay exactly the same as it was. So you're changing Save as Type to PDF, and then what you're going to do is hit Save. What this does is it now makes it so that I have two different files. One is the resume that I had in Word, and one is my PDF. So when I open it up, what it looks like is it looks like this. Now when I'm working on this, you need to double check two things. You'll notice that this is one page. Some of you have a second page in your resume. You need to make sure that you get rid of all those blank spaces so that you don't have the second page. Also, if your references are still in here, you need to take your references out and make a second file that has your references in it. You do not need to turn your references in. The only thing you're turning in is the one page of your resume. So I've got my resume, it's ready to go. I've got it as a PDF and I've got it as a Word document. I want to keep both of these because if I need to make revisions, I have to go back to the Word document to be able to do that. When I go to turn this in, what's going to happen is I said that I also wanted you to put together a cover letter. Here is a sample cover letter that you can look at and you can see what's in here. So this was created in Word just as a place to have it. Simple format as far as that goes. You're going to use appropriate title and it's an actual person. Never put this to whom it may concern. Go through, put your information in. Then what's going to happen is you're going to go to the internet and you're going to go to your email, and once you get into your email you're going to create a new email. In the new email you are going to send the email to me, so carol.mormon@cincinnatistate.edu. That is my email address. Then what you're going to do is on the subject line. The subject line always needs to be something that somebody wants to read. So it could be, for instance, resume and cover letter. and someone would know that, hey, that's for a job, that's something that I should look at. Now, in the body of the email, this is where I'm going to put my cover letter. What I can do is I can go to that cover letter in Word. I can grab everything by going Select All, right-click, copy. Then I can go back to my email, right-click, hit paste, and there's my cover letter right there in the body of the email. So that's what we're looking for. As far as our attachment, you go up here to the paperclip, attach file. The file that you're going to choose is, you're going to choose the PDF of your resume. So here is my PDF. You notice the different things here. You can also go to the type and see what's what. The PDF, hit open, and then hit attach. So what I have is I have it going to me, or then a subject, the attached file, and then the body of the email is my cover letter. You're going to send that to me. This needs to come to me by noon on Wednesday, February 13th. So that is the due date for this assignment. The assignment includes the cover letter, the revised resume, sent as a PDF attachment to an email sent to me. And so what I will receive is this right here, comes into my email. When I open it up, what I see is, it's not going to let me open it up. What I see is this. So, who it went to, the attachments, who it's from, and then the cover letter. And there's your resume. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for by noon, February 13th, which is Wednesday, so that I've got time to mark these up for you so that you can get those sent out. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is you guys are going to spend some time working on some group work. The first thing that we're going to do as far as the group project for today is you're going to assemble yourselves into groups of 3 or 4 people. I don't want any group bigger than 4 people. Groups of 3 or 4. You're going to pull up the Lost at Sea handout that you'll find in the folder in the course. So in the course, you'll go to course content. In course content, you will go to the bottom of the page and you will see class for February 7th, 2019. You're going to click on this link, and that is where you're going to find the documents for this week's assignments. So, Lost at Sea. You guys are going to, again, be in groups of 3, but no more than 4. You're going to read through the assignment, and then you are going to fill out this chart. So you've got these 15 different items. You're going to rank these 15 items as to what is most important to you for your survival. You're going to do this on your own. After you have this done on your own, so probably take until about 9:45, you're going to assemble into your group, and then you as a group are going to come up with a list. So you've already thought about it, you came up with what you thought was best. Now your group is going to come up with something and agree on the team rankings. So you're going to fill in the second column. For all 3 or 4 of you, it should be exactly the same. That's what a team does, is it comes to consensus and puts together what the answer would be and why that answer would be. So that's what you're going to do for this assignment. Next week we'll go over the answers and we'll continue filling this out. But for today, spend some time, do your individual ranking on your own. Then around 9:45 get together as a group, and you are going to come up with step 2, which is your team ranking. What is most important for you as a group to have to survive this this boat wreck? So that's what you're going to do until about 10:15. Then at 10:15, what I want you to do is you are going to assemble yourselves into groups of 3, no more than 4. You can stay in the same groups, or you can pick different groups, however you want to do this. And this is for your egg drop project. So all the instructions are here. You're going to make one package that contains 2 eggs. You're going to drop it from the top of the Ludlow garage at Cincinnati State. And these are the requirements of the project. No larger than 8 by 8 by 6 when it leaves your hand. The eggs must be raw. The product must be reusable. So after we drop it, you have to be able to do it again with new eggs. Cost is a consideration. You're going to use Microsoft Excel to create this cost table. You're going to create an advertisement. So we just finished the Super Bowl. You guys can think about your Super Bowl commercials. 60 seconds, no longer, no shorter. 60 seconds for your advertisement. You can record them. You can do them in person on the day that they're due, however you want to do that. Projects are due at the beginning of class, March 14th, 2019. So that's when we're going to drop the actual egg projects. So your team members, 3 or 4 people, get their first and last name, phone number, and email address. So each one of you should have a copy of this with all this information. On the second page of this, it gives you an opportunity to go through and think through this project. How many hours do you think it's going to take you to design it? Who should be involved in that? When should that be completed? And then write down what actually happened. Then you've got your construction, the testing, cost estimate, advertisement, and the advertisement creation. So I want you to think through the project. How long do you think it's going to take? Who should be involved? When does it need to be finished? So that you've got this project ready to go on March 14th, 2019. So if you want to work on that until 11 o'clock, that'll be great. Then at 11 o'clock, I need 5 volunteers that are willing to go down and work on the concrete canoe cylinders. Those are going to be mixed and poured today. So what we'll do is we will have Jamie Mormon, the concrete canoe chair, come up at 11 o'clock. Take 5 of you downstairs to work on this. I mean, if there's a couple more, that would be great. If not, that's fine too, but probably if we can get 5 of you to spend the last hour of class working on this, we would appreciate it. This will count as your networking meeting for this semester if you want to use it for that. So, like I said, if 5 of you plus or minus can go down and help out with that for about an hour, that would be great. And then that will be the remainder of class, and then I will see you guys next week. If you have questions, please email me, and I will try to get back to you, and we will go from there. Thank you very much.